Hi everybody, welcome. Welcome. My name is Little Vegas Specialist. My name is Lisa. Welcome to the event today. We are in an event with Risa and Julie and Lisa, Fergie's Crafting Connection. I'm giving Lisa just a couple minutes to finish up over there and give them time to get me shared into the group. Welcome today. Hope you guys have been here all day. Hope you have. Let me grab myself over here on this tablet so I can read your comments. Hope everybody's had a great day. This is a great event for a great cause. We'll go into that in just a minute or two. Hi Barb, how are you? I'm going to have a lot of paint on me today. That's why I've got this apron on, because with black, you know how it goes. You're going to get all over you. Hope y'all have had a great day. We'll go over what's going on in a minute. I'm just going to give them a minute or two to get me shared on over. You all just come on in and say good hello when you get here. We're going to make us a pretty little craft today. And I'm going to try something a little different I've never tried before. We're going to see if it works or not. If it don't, we're none the wiser, right? At least we know it does. Hey. Okay. It's okay. Tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I catch replay on hers too. Tell her I will. Love you guys, Barbara. So. Thank you, Julie. Hi, Lois. How are you? Welcome, everybody. How are you doing? We're in Sensational Creation Event Group today with Julie, Risa, and Lisa, and I am privileged to be here for this special event we're doing for the nesting box. Hi, Lynn. Hi, how are you? So we are going to do Risa has provided all of us with a beautiful print. There is over or close to 5,000 prints in the nesting box for you to choose from for a small portion of $10 a month. Hi there, sweetheart. You are able to go in and pick unlimited and have you can't sell the prints themselves, but if you make a craft with the print, you are able to do that. And it's just for $10 a month. It helps underprivileged families in the U.S. that cannot afford to have running water in their homes to have that. And so it's just a great cause. It's a great ministry. We've talked about it all day. Risa and Julie this morning started us out. Then Cindy with CC Designs was at 10. Leslie with Creative Cabin was at 11. Sib's Crafty Shack, which was new to me, which I'm just tickled to meet her, was at 12. Arlene was at 1. Crafting Creative with Christina was at 2. And then we had Risa at 3. And Lisa with Fergie's Crafting Connection was at 4. Her and Two Chicks Craft switched out. I'm here at 5. After me is you're going to see Wreck-It Ralph Crafting. Then we're going to see Two Chicks Craft at 7. Lisa with L&L Lucky Crafts, Lisa Mary, and then Crafting with Cat Creations is going to finish us out tonight at 9. Those are all Central Time. Hey, Kim. Hey, Kat. Welcome. Hey, Lisa Mary. How are you? Hey, Sybil. How are you, sweetie? So, I told Risa, I said, you know, I belong to the nesting box and have for quite a while, and I'm telling you, there are categories within the nesting box that are just really beautiful. Hey, Plain James Crafting and More, welcome. There are so many, and it's in categories. So if you're looking for something Christmas, you can go to the Christmas category. If you're looking something for, you know, spring and summer or something that's farmhouse, there's just so many categories to go within the nesting box and find what you need. Hey, Ralph, how are you? How are you? So, Risa is very talented at what she does, and she really does have a lot in there that helps us all. I've used them several times, going to today, but I'm just going to be honest when I tell you that she said, I'm sending you two. You use whichever one that you want, and that was easier said than done. I even asked my husband which one I should use, because they're both beautiful. So I'm going to show you both of them, and I'm going to show you which one I decide to use. One thing I'm going to do, if you do not belong to a nesting box, it's $10 a month, and it goes to help these people right here in our country with running water, and it's just a win-win for everyone. You get unlimited prints. You can do whatever you need to with them, and all of that. So Crafts by Julie is with Risa today. They at Sensational Events Group. This is a board I bought from Julie. It is a great. Hey Lynette, how are you, sweetie? It's a great. It's just the quality is great. So that's what I'm using today for this. I drilled a hole, as you can see, in my board right here in the middle. We're going to put us a knob in there, using some heavy body gel, get that going, and all that. So I'm going to try to do something a little different. I don't know if it's going to work or not, because we know when we crackle, you do the dark paint and then do the lighter paint over top of it. So I'm going to show you the prints I had to choose from. Show you how hard Risa made it for me to choose one of them. And it's hard sometimes to go in there and figure out which one you want anyway. Truly. So here's the one she sent. Hey, Ferg. Hey, Lisa. I still say, hey, Fergie. There's the first one, which is beautiful. Isn't that pretty? I told her, send me some churches, because she knows how I am. Send me some churches. So there's that one. And then, here is this one. Hey, Shonda. How are you? There's that one. How do you choose, right? How do you? But, I think I'm going to use this one just simply because I love tulips. I think they're so pretty, and it's springtime. This screams spring to me. I'm using that one. I'm using that one. I'm using this one. Going to use the one with the tulips. I bought this at Walmart. And we're going to use a small tulip out of this. Right, I've got some little bitty flowers to go along with this. And also, if you get arrangements with baby breasts and this greenery in there, I have taken it and I have hung it upside down and let it dry. We're going to use some of this on our thing today as well. I know, me too. They're so pretty. In the spring, it just, I don't know, it just screams spring. So we're going to use some real baby's breath and some real greenery, some fern in this today. If you have an arrangement like for Valentine's Day, save that, turn it upside down, hang it up, and let it dry. You can use those things. But the thing that I'm going to do that I've not ever done before is we're going to crackle the top of this board. Okay, I've got my Elmer's glue. I did find my big thing of Elmer's glue, thank goodness. We're going to use Elmer's glue, and we're going to use, what I'm going to do is take a couple of the colors out of our print. Oh, no, I know, Sybil does. So do I. So do I. Love, love, love it. So I'm going to take I'm going to take a pastel color, mix it with a little bit of I've got 2 or 3 real pretty ones, right? So I've got this lavender sachet, and I've got blue bonnet, and these are colors that are all in our print also. So we're going to use that with some white just to make it to where it's going to stick. Then we're going to put our glue down, and I'm going to use this color. It's called Front Porch, I believe. Summer Porch, excuse me. It is a folk art. We're going to try to crackle with white colors today and see if it works, but don't. We still got a light board we can put our print down on. But I'm going to try that. I think that I'm going to do the blue bonnet, because there's just a little bit. Let me show you guys. The sky is blue, and there's a little bit of blue, and down here, and just a little bit. It'll bring that blue out. Hi there. How are you? Hi, Jackie. How are you? Okay, Ralph. That's fine. So I thought that we would try to do this blue and mix it with a little bit of plaster just to give us that chalky bottom. And then we'll put our glue down and we're going to apply the yellow and we're going to see if we can make us a pretty crackle with the light colors. I've never done this before. Never have. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Never done it before, but we're going to try it and see what we got, right? We're going to try it and see. If it fails, we'll fail and we'll know not to do that again. But I thought it would be so pretty for spring to have those springy colors in a crackle instead of having the darker and lighter colors. It may not look quite as rustic and it'd be springy, and I just think it would be really pretty. So we're going to try it and see. We're going to see what we can do. And I do have a knob I'm going to put in the top of this to go all along with our... And this I got at Hobby Lobby. I got this for 99 cents on clearance. So pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So we're going to put that at the top. Because the flower goes along with everything else we're doing. I've got plenty of beautiful ribbons over here that we're going to use to make us a bow with. You guys, if you can't afford to get ribbon, go to Goodwill. Find you a pretty top and cut pieces out of it. Make you a ribbon. Yes. Okay. Alright. Sounds good, Lynette. Alright, so we're going to do this one first. This is called Blue Bonnet. It is a apple barrel paint, 54 cents at Walmart. Not doing anything that's going to cost a great deal of money that you guys couldn't do. And we're going to mix this. Right. Right. I'm a planner, so I'm not one of those that I can do it on the spot if I need to, but if I don't have to, I'm not going to. Whoa. Probably way too much paint, but that's alright. I put a hole in the middle of my chalk paint. Did you really? Oh, that's so great, Lynette. You guys. If y'all had seen where Lynette started from, she's doing, oh my gosh. God, it's working in this girl's life. I ain't joking. What's your favorite paint, Sybil? I'm so glad to hear that, Lynette. Oh my gosh, that just tickles me to death. That tickles me to death. We've been praying for Lynette for a long time. We didn't think this girl was going to wake up, and God had other plans for her, and He's using her, and I'm just so tickled about that. I know. Ain't it just, it's just amazing. It is amazing. Sorry. I'm going to grab me a drink of my, I believe on Diet Coke, if y'all didn't know. Sometimes you don't know what you're doing until 15. I would be a nervous wreck, Ralph, if I didn't know what I was doing 15 minutes beforehand. If y'all can do that, I'm more proud to you. I'm so proud of you. I can't do that. Oh, no, girl. I'm excited for you. Oh my goodness, that's such good news. We're gonna so a string hanging. Sorry guys. We're just gonna put us a coat of this paint down. Ah no, this brush, I don't like it. Let's find us another brush. I don't like that brush. Let's try this one. It's got these. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, Lynette. I'm just so happy for you. Oh my goodness. There we go. And I don't know if this is going to work. It's the first time I've ever tried doing this. Hey, Lindale, how are you? It's the first time I've ever tried to crackle with both light colors, so we'll see how it works. If it don't, then we'll know what not to do, won't we? Thank you, Risa and Julie and Lisa, for having me today. I appreciate it. You guys, in the description above is the link for the nesting box. If you are not a member, I would encourage you to join. We never know when something's going to happen to a family member of our own that we don't have access to a well or can't afford a well or can't afford to have water in our homes. I know us as residents of the United States don't really think about people not being able to have drinking water. Not just drinking water, but Right, I know. We know it's going to paint. But anyway, we don't think about how blessed we are to have running water in our homes to flush our toilets, to do all the things, right? We don't know. We just take so much for granted, don't we? But there are people right here around us that don't have, be it single moms that just are working a couple of jobs that can't afford it. You know, it's just, we don't know. I tell you all the time, those of you that don't follow me regularly, my thing that I say all the time is choose kindness because you never know what somebody else is going through. We really don't know what somebody else, sometimes we don't even know what our neighbors are going through, do we? We really don't. So I always say choose kindness because you don't ever know. And I live my life that way. I really do. I do. But you just don't know what's between them and God or somebody. I mean, you can imagine it's hey Roger, how are you? You're ashamed to not be able to do what everybody else does sometimes. You don't want everybody to know. If you are able to provide for your family like you need to, you just don't never know. I mean, you just don't know, guys. You just do not know. So, choose kindness. Yeah, I know. You would not believe the people that just that can't afford it. Yeah. So, I'm a member of the Nesting Box, have been for a while. You guys join for $10 a month to get all these unlimited access to all these prints. And once you make a craft with it, you can sell it. And you have rights to that. So, it's just a win-win situation. And I was so tickled to be able to be part of this today. Hey, Barb, how are you? How are you, sweetheart? Hey, Kim, if I didn't say hi, I'm sorry. The comments are flying, but that's okay. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting this event. For Risa and Julie and Lisa with Fergus, Patrick. Hey, Sherry, how are you? So we're going to try to crackle this with light paint. We're just going to see how it works. I'm excited to see. And if it works, wouldn't that be great that you can crackle stuff without using the dark and the light with that much of a contrast? I'm excited to see. No, that's right. That is exactly right. We're about dry, just not quite. This level right here is really needs to be dry. We're going to put this glue down in a minute, and then we're going to put that paint right over top of this blue, and we're going to see how that looks when it crackles. I'm excited about that. I'm excited. Thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate you being here to support this event today for the Nesting Box. I know. And not just with water, but with just life in general, and it's just going to get worse before it gets better, I'm afraid. So, that's why I say choose kindness, because you never know what somebody else is going through, and we just don't know, guys, what somebody else is going through in their life. We don't know. Some people keep it really secret, and, some people are embarrassed, and I've been that way before. Y'all, many of us have been somewhere where we don't want to be, and just... not wanting anybody to know because of pride. I mean, truly, that's it sometimes. And so, I just think it's only... Okay, I'm going to set this down here for a second, out of the way. And we're going to give me a paper towel. For $10 a month, you have unlimited access, and the prints are beautiful. And not just that, but you are also if you need a print done that you can't find one that's what you need. If you give her some advance notice, she'll make you one for whatever you need as well. I just want to get a clean plate so we can put this glue on here. This is just Elmer's glue. This is all this is. It's just regular Elmer's glue. That's all it is. And I'm gonna use a fan brush for this. Alright. Okay. I think that might probably be enough. Thank you, Barb. Okay, watch what I'm doing, because the easiest, what I did with Crackle is I did put my base paint down, and everybody does it different, so you know, if you do it different and it works for you, that's fine. This is what I do. I put the color down. I put my Elmer, I just use Elmer's glue most of the time. I have bought those more expensive mediums to do it with, but really you can do it with just plain old Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue all, clear glue, you can do it with that just as well. And I put it down, I leave it wet, I do not dry that glue, and then I put my other color right over the top of the glue, then I dry it, and then we'll see what we got. I don't know how in the world it wouldn't work. Now, I will tell you this, Barb, metallic paints do not crackle. They will not crackle. I've never been able to get them to. If y'all have, you tell me how, because I have never been able to get a metallic paint to crackle. Never. I think I've changed my mind and it's going to... Right, I know, Linda. Me too. I had 2 kids that I have to take care of myself, and it's... Now, when you're putting the glue down, what you need to remember is, the thicker the glue, the thicker the crackle. And so, if you put just a little bit of glue down, the crackle's going to be little crackle. If you put more glue down, it's going to be thicker and deeper. So, it just depends on what you want for the project you're working on. It's just simple as that. Okay. So, I'm putting a pretty good coat because we want it to look crackled. And I'm just excited to see if this colors are going to do like we want it to. With light, like the blue. This is a pastel blue. It's called Blue Bonnet. I got it at Walmart yesterday. And then we're going to use the yellow on top of that. And we're going to see if we could get it to pull those colors through by doing that. If it don't work, we'll know not to do it again. But we're going to try it. I thought, well, let's just try it, because that'd be pretty with the colors we're working with today with our print. And I'll show you guys the print again in just a minute. I just hope this works. I used to buy mediums, Barb, that cost $8 or $9 a bottle. But this works. The glue works. The Elmer's glue works really well, I think. So try it that way. Make sure you don't dry the glue and just go ahead. Hi, Deb. How are you? No? Nope. Not yet. Poodle Crochet Handmade in UK. Hello. How are you? Please give me your name. So I can call you by your name. And we're going to see if this works. And I know Sherry Gibbons is on here still. Hobby House Crafts by Sherry. She's going to want to know too, because we love aged. We love crackle. And it's going to be interesting to see if the light on white will work. I thought I'd try it today. Yes. And Barbara, if you need help, you just call me and we'll do a video together, this menu, and we'll go through it together if you have trouble, and I'll help you. I'll help you if you need it. Ain't no problem there. Okay. I just wanted to get a good thick coat of our Elmer's glue down, so we can put my brush right in there, because we're not going to need that again. We're not going to need that either. Now, we'll go ahead and get this plate out of the way. We're going to use our brush in there. Oh, yeah? Well, welcome all of you from the UK. I'm glad to have you all here. I'm not going to dry this, so you see I'm just leaving it just like it is. Yeah, I know, right, Sherry? I just thought that too. I thought, man, wouldn't that be cool? So I'm using a yellow chalk paint that is, I I'm just getting the air out of the bottle. It's sucking it in there. It's called Summer Porch. It's by Folk Art. Summer Porch is a real pretty color. So we're going to go over this with that. We're not drying it. We're just going over it. I probably need to... just going to use that brush right in that game. I'm going to use a big brush so we can get it on there like we need to. And I get a lot of it on my brush at one time. And that blue should come through. Do it very lightly so you can be sure that you're not mixing your glue in with your... Hey there! Try to do it where I could just swoop down one swoop down. I always work that way, but I'm just going over these spots. Alright. This is over here, and we're going to dry this and see what we got. And I'm excited to see it, truly, I am. It'll take us a minute to dry this. It will. Rona, well, it's nice to meet you, Rona. Welcome today. Wouldn't that be cool to do the pink, the yellow, the yellow and the blue coming through like that? And let it crackle. I'm just getting that off the side there. But going over the side, we can help it. I saw it kind of going over on the... What type of paint does crackling work? Never seen this before. Any type, but I wouldn't do metallic. Metallic would not crackle. You can do chalk paint. You can do acrylic paint. I've used the chalk acrylic on the bottom with the blue. I took the blue bonnet with a little bit of the plaster paint. I mixed them together on the bottom level. Put my Elmer's glue down, and I'm just crackling this with this chalk paint. It is from Home Decor. Yep. And guess what? It's crackling and the blue's coming through. Isn't that not... Sherry, you just wait till you see this. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I decided to try this. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. It really is. Beautiful. Oh. Hi, Amanda. How are you? How are you, sweetheart? You're welcome. And Elmer's glue will crackle for me, no fail. It just will. If you can't get the other ones to work, as long as it's not metallic paint. Metallic paint has another thing inside. They add something else to metallic paint that prevents that crackle from happening. So... No, we were trying. I didn't know if it was going to work or not, so I was just, we're going to learn together today. I just thought this was, I know. And the pinks and the pink. Got pink on the brain. Yellows and blues are in our and if you find that your crackle's not crackling good, add heat to it and keep heat on it. But I will tell you that metallic paint will not crackle. Okay, you guys ready? Look at that. Look at that crackle. That blue coming through that yellow. Is that not beautiful? I'm so glad it worked. Oh my gosh, I've got leaks right here. strips. We're going to paint that around there. Let me get me a, let's make it to me a dapy white. Yeah. I love crackle too. Isn't that pretty, Barb? The blue and the yellow. I just wanted to try it. I thought, why not try it when everybody's here so we can see if it works, right? I know, Sherry, right? Isn't that pretty? I just wanted to try it. I'm so glad I did. You never know till you try. That's a fact, Jack. I know, right, Cindy? I know. I know it. Kathy, isn't it pretty? I know it. I'm going to try to dry this just a little more because I did see, if you see it shining kind of, you know that it's got area too. I will, just a second. Let me finish drying this. And here's the print we're using. See the flowers that are yellow and blue in that print? Would that be pretty on that background? Oh my goodness. Hang on just a minute. Just let me make sure all this is dry. Because we can't put our print down till it is. I will show you again. Yes, it is pretty. So glad I tried it. Oh my gosh. So glad I tried it. Sometimes, guys, we have to step out of our comfort zone a little bit to know, and yeah, absolutely. I know, right? Okay. I'm probably going to take the blue and go around the edges. But look at that crackle. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? If it's shiny, it shows you it's not quite dry yet. So just dry it a little more. But look how pretty that is. Still see some shine right there. Let me just make sure that's dry. I don't want to. It won't do well with our print going down. I know, right? Yeah, I know. And now if you've got pink and blue or whatever, you know, you can figure out whatever color scheme you want. This shows us it doesn't have to be dark. Don't have to be so contrasting to be able to do that, right? I wanted to try it, and I'm so glad I did. Me too. Me too. So we now know that it will work. It will work. Okay, I'm going to put this brush in there. We're going to get us a brush so we can put us some of the blue. The only reason that was, Lindell, is the thicker your glue is, the longer it takes it to dry. It's not got nothing to do with the paint. It's the glue, really. It's really what it has to do with. So that's what it has to do with more than anything. Tablet. Hang on a minute, guys. Sorry. Tablet has a mind of its own. There we go. I'm going to take this blue, which is Blue Bonnet. And we're just going to paint this very top all the way around. That's normally the rule, but the blue is a little bit darker than the yellow, but not much. That's normally the rule of thumb, is to do the darker on the bottom and the lighter on the top. But these are pretty similar in tint, so that's the reason I wanted to try this to see if it would work, and it looks like it did work. So I'm just putting this blue around the edge. We want that to be finished. Okay, we've been doing that off and on since early this morning with storms. Be safe if you're having storms, Barb. Hope y'all are all right. I don't know, Kathy, I've never tried it the opposite way before. I've never even tried this before, so I'm just tickled that this worked. So, yeah. Hailing into art, her name is Barb. Please be safe, my friend. Okay. Let's put it down like that. You can get our blue all the way around here. I've got a something I'm going to put on the top. I think that they are fairly, the storms that are coming through like they did here, they came through a couple times, but they come through fairly quickly, so hopefully that's going to be your experience too. I hope so. We're just painting this, and I'll do the back once we're done here. After me is Mr. Ralph with Wreck-It Ralph Crafting. Stay tuned for him. And please join Sensational Events group if you have not. It's a great group of ladies. Julie's the sweetest. And you can go back and watch all the crafters from today's event and other ones as well. I love Miss Julie, Miss Russo, and Miss Lisa. It came through here about 3:30 this morning, and then again about 4:35. It was rough. Hey Giselle, how are you? Making sure we get all this dry. Right here on the top, I've got this little splotch of yellow. We don't want it to be there. That. Get that dry right quick, and then we are. I know. He's our pink guy. He is. He dresses in pink. He loves pink. And he does really good crafts, so. His wife helps him there, reads comments a whole lot, so. Hey Vicky, how are you? I always, when I put I love to do things that, where I can put these on the top. So, I got these at Hobby Lobby. These were on clearance for 99 cents. I unscrewed this nut right here. Vicky, you having weather today? And you in Middle Tennessee? We drove from there yesterday. We drove from Kentucky yesterday. And it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough weather. So I'm going to put this. Now I put heavy body gel down. We're going to do that. I just lost my washer. Put it back on our thing here. It just helps. I drilled a hole in this before, and we're just going to put that on there. It's just going to accentuate our board. Okay. So we'll put that on there at the end with our heavy body gel. I just want to show you what my plan was. Alright. So now we have our, that's still wet right there. I'm going to have to dry that down at the bottom. Yeah. I'm going to put my nut over there because I will lose that sure as I'm sitting here. My name is Lisa. I will. It's so little. It's easy to get my... Isn't that pretty? Look at that yellow and blue. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Alright, so we're going to take this particular kind of rice paper that I use. Does not like to be ripped that much. We'll try it and see, but I just don't think it's going to let me do it. But if it doesn't, we can do it the other way. Let me have my... I bought these from Amazon. They, on each side, they're... Alright, let me put it right there for a second. And the good thing about, another good thing about these boards, you move this, the paint all over it, is it will set up on its own Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to do this. I don't know if it will let me tear it or not. Sometimes it will. Sometimes it just will tear more than a... That. There's one way that likes to rip, another way it don't. Yeah, this one, it's not the ruler. It's the paper. Okay. And it rips real good one way, but not the other two ways. It's just crazy. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. See, this way it rips just fine. But going the other way, it doesn't like it. It does not like it at all. It does not like it. I don't want to try to tear too much off of here. I'm just trying to get it. I like it ripped all the way around, not just on two sides. So we're just going to take just a little bit of this. Got the wrong edge right there. Let's see. Wow. Yeah. Right here. Pretty sure these are from Amazon. But we have all the sides ripped, and I don't like that white looking stuff, so I'm gonna little piece. We're gonna get our scraps off of here. We can go on, move on with it. And I have got there we go. Got my Distress Oxide vintage photo. We're gonna just take that white edge off of there. This is what it looks like. This is Distress Oxide. Tim Holtz. If you're not familiar. I'm just taking that white edge where I ripped it. It's white. No, this is rice paper, but it's like this on one side, Liddell, but this side has got like a little. You can do it on either side, but it doesn't like to rip at all for me. It's just one way it will rip fine, and the other way it just does not like it at all. It tears my print, and I don't like that, so I probably won't get this kind again if I was choosing. Okay, now we'll bring this back up here. Let's see how pretty that's going to be on our board with that yellow and that blue. I really do like that. I like that a lot. And we're going to get our Mod Podge out. That. But you guys really do need to, if you've not, let me see if I can get me a paper towel. Wipe off that. I really do like using this kind of brush when I'm using my Mod Podge. I know. Is it Thunderin'? Yeah, it does look pretty, doesn't it? I like that. But please join the nesting box and help. Okay, I need to make, when you're going to do something with the knob, you just need to make sure you got the top up here at the top, right? That's what I was doing. I was looking to make sure. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Thoughts and prayers are with you, my sweet friend. Y'all keep Sandy and her family in your prayers, if you would. She does need it. We're just going to put us some Mod Podge down. We're going to dry this. I'm going to go ahead and turn my iron on. Maybe I'm not. Did I not plug that up? I bet I didn't. We're going to have to do that because we got to have that to do what we're doing. Alright. Go. Now, I took that with me to Kentucky because I did Friday Favorites while we were down there. Yes, it did. It did. Look how pretty it crackled, Carol. Yep, sure did. Sure did. Crackled real good for us, didn't it? Surely did. Alright. It's okay. Real life around here, right? I know it has, girl. I've been thinking about you all day. So sorry. Cindy had a brother pass away. You all please remember her and her mom and all of them when you pray. Yes, I'm so excited that it crackled. Oh my goodness. Never tried that before. Never tried it before. I'm so glad that we tried it, aren't you guys? I'm glad we tried it. Yeah, we did. And don't be scarce with your Mod Podge if you're doing a paper because it is thicker than a napkin and it does require a little bit more. A little bit more of our. Okay. Right there. A bit over here. I'm going to leave that brush up just in case there's a place we didn't get good enough. We need to revisit, but sorry about that noise. I just want to get one up here that don't have any paint on it, so when we need to do our print, we don't have that. Yeah. We love you, Cindy. Give your mom our best, and same for you guys. There's a lot to do, and I hope I've got enough time to do it, but I'll kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm doing in the event that we can't get done. That crackling takes a little while. We weren't sure it was going to work, but I'm glad we did that, though. Yeah. Okay. Just drying this Mod Podge, and the reason we do that is because when we put our print down with that parchment paper and we add the hot iron to it, it reactivates that Mod Podge, and it just adheres everything really well to our board. You're welcome. You're welcome. We have 11 community of ladies. I love this community because of that reason, because we gather around our sisters when they need us, right? I got this from the nesting box. This is a nesting box event, Cindy, that Risa with a nesting box. It's a $10 prescription per month, and you get almost 5,000 prints in there, and it is $10 a month, and it helps those in the U.S. that need water to get for water and things like that. It's really, really a good. Where are you gonna find all those prints for $10? So there's our print we're using. We're putting that down. Isn't that pretty? Don't you love the tulips? I love the tulips. Love the tulips. I'm gonna kind of center that in the middle here. And that Mod Podge makes it even dry. It's kind of sticky. We're gonna hold this down with one hand, put it where I want it, get it where I want it, hold it with one hand, and we're gonna start the ironing. We're gonna start ironing our print down. Take your time. You don't want bubbles. You don't want a place that might not have gotten a chance to get down real good. Don't get in a hurry. Don't get in a hurry. Once you get it down, then you can let me pull this up and see what we got. Make sure that I'll go over and make sure there's no wrinkles. I know, isn't that pretty? You gave me two, and this is the one I chose because I love the, I love that print. I got that at Walmart for $29, and it gets hot in just a second. It's the best investment for $29.99 I've ever made. I love it. I'm just going to go over this. I'll go over my edges usually one more time, ladies, just to make sure everything is down. There's no bubbles, no wrinkles, and I go from side to side. I think this crackle just made it, the colors we used for the crackle, just made it that much prettier. Alright. So here's what we have. Isn't that pretty? Love it, love it. You go back to where the Cricut stuff is at Walmart, and you are able to find that. So we're gonna use some fabric to do our ribbon now. And I've got this little tulip that we're gonna put in the middle. Thank you so much. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I've had a bow dabber, but I like this one better. You can get this from Amazon for $9.99. And for those of us that, like me, that struggle with making bows, if you're new to it, like I am, I really, really do like this bow maker, very much so. And I normally have these apart, but I'm going to try this. I think we need to put. So what you do, and if you've got other ones of these that if you needed a bigger bow, you could put them out here and make your loops with. It just helps you so much to get it going. Okay. I put a piece of twine right there. Now you could put a piece of metal like this. You could use this instead. I have used it before. You could twist it, but it's just easier for me, I think, to tie this. So, looking at our print and our colors that we have in here, that's how come me to pick the colors I did that I've got here setting. And I always have setting here. This incorporates a lot of strings, I do realize. But this is, I put this down because it's neutral. Yes, he is. The record wrap is up next. Yes, he is. He's probably going to be doing pink stuff if I was guessing. I'd be shocked if he didn't. I love her though. Okay. So, we've got, this is muslin. Get it at Walmart. I got a whole thing of it for less than $6 last year. And I have used it and used it and used it. So, you put this in the middle. You start making your bow. And I don't want a big bow because I'm not, I bet you he is. If I was guessing. Just bet you he is. Alright. So we're going to take our material, and you don't need a very thick piece. And you can take just regular, this is regular material. How many of us like ripping fabric? I do. That one didn't rip very good. I love ripping fabric. I think it's, some of them don't like to rip very good, but there we go. Got that. And then we've got, let's see, I've got this one. Let me get my scissors here and rip this. I love ripping fabric. I love it. He loves pink too. He does. He really does. I don't know why that's not ripping for me like it's supposed to. Go get it here. Alright. That. We got us some lace. So let's just start making our bow. Thank you, Lisa. I just wanted to get the colors that we had. And I just pull that together, kind of like so. And this one, I try to get wider than the rest. Not always, but most of the time. And this will give us, I love this, why I love using fabric, because you can use fabric and you can get all kinds of color schemes in there without we'll cut those ends as we need to as we go. Hey, Brucey, how are you? How are you, sweetie? I just about like using fabric better than I do, any more than I do using ribbon. I don't like that one. Let's see what we can find. Nope, I don't like that one either. Let me get my center lace right here. Let's see what we got here. You're golden? Well, that's good. And cut this off. We don't need a big old long piece of that. I buy this at Ben Franklin for 29 cents a yard. It's really a good deal on your lace. It really is. Well, this is down here. Let me see. Looking at my. That's not what I needed. I need this one. Got this at Michael's at Christmas actually, so it works. This is not really it's pink. Put that right. Ribbon don't like to stay like fix this again. It don't like to stay like the fabric does. It just don't. It's hard. Did they? Aw. Bet your house feels empty now then, don't it? I bet it does. We're going to get us just a little bit of this sheer stuff on the top, too. And here is, I'm probably not going to get to that point, but I've got these little, I've got the tulip we're going to put in the middle, but we're going to use these little bitty flowers to go on the sides. Be real pretty. And our bow. Let's see. Lay down there. I don't like to lay down like the fabric does. It really don't. Come on. Probably should have done this separate than the. I'm going to pull this up. I hope that those ribbons stay where they're supposed to. Oh, I saw it. I bet Emmy had a good time, didn't she? I know she did. I don't even have to ask. I don't even. I know the reaction she had when I got there, you know. Okay. Tie this up. Move this out of the way. We'll have to trim those ends. We do know that. I used to tie in the front and then I turn it around and tighten the back twice. And cut them ends off of there. I really do like using fabric to do these bows with. It's just so much easier. to me. And I'll show you all. I'm going to put a tag on here too. Got 5 minutes, so I don't have much time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these crosses. These are made for earrings. I cut the end off of that, and we'll put that in the middle of our bow. We go ahead and get us some. Let's cut off here so you guys can get an idea of what it's going to look like, at least, right? I want to thank Risa and Julie and Lisa for having me once again. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys learned something. Got inspired to do. We got Crackle with a light color paint. Isn't that cool? So here's our church. Here's our church. All right. We'll put that right. Probably put it on that side. Whoops. Like that. Put that right there in our corner. And we might have to trim these just a little bit. I kind of like put them out this way, so it won't impede what we're doing. I might be able, and what else I'm going to do is I have these tags that I printed out. We're going to put that on in the bow too, hanging down. Probably going to put Faith or Blessed on there, and we're going to put, let me see what time I got. I've got 1 minute to finish this, and I know I'm not going to, so here's what it's going to look like. Whoops, I lost my flower. We're going to put that in the middle, like that. We're going to have and then we're going to have the little flowers around that. I know, isn't it pretty, Lisa? So, I hope you all have enjoyed this. I hope that you got inspired to make something like this. We're gonna put our thing right here, like that. At least we'll get our flower in here like that. So you guys will get an idea of what it's going to look like. And there's our knob on there. We're going to arrange our bow just a little bit better than I've got it now. We've got our little flower in there. We're going to put our cross in the middle. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. I just love this. So please join the Sensational Creation Events group. Please join the nesting box. You will not be sorry you did. You guys go over, watch Ralph. I'll see you guys in the comments. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being here. Remember, choose kindness, guys, because you never know what somebody else is going through. You guys have a great day. I've enjoyed meeting all of you, all the new ones. Thank you for being here. You guys go over and watch Ralph, and I'll see you in the comments. You guys have a great day. Bye, everybody.